I don't know if you've noticed, but the actual American economy is beginning to fall. Uh,
Absolutely, I've
the
noticed.
value of the American dollar has decreased in decline. Uh,
Absolutely.
I mean, the cost of gas, the cost of living has never been this high. Never been this high. I mean, minimum wage is now about like $16 an hour or so.
Yeah.
Crazy to me because now people out here making $16 an hour when I was back working 10 years ago trying to make $7 an hour work.
Yeah. When I
It,
was making $16 an hour, I thought I was top.
so now you got people that are coming out of college that are graduating with bachelors and masters, and they going in the workforce making the same amount of money as somebody that didn't went to school for 4 years, which I'm
Yeah.
you for. But then what was the point of college?
I just
What
look. I just said it in the episode
all
I did with my dad.
what was the
I
point of all that money?
I keep saying it, and I hate. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person, but I just be seeing stuff sometimes, and it's just like the way that we going in society is getting to a point where we gonna have just one big wake up call.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's 100 years later. The Great Depression happened in the 1930s. Where are we?
I mean, other countries are ahead of the game, years ahead of us. You go over to Switzerland, and their taxes includes, the man and the woman getting fertility leave, and then not only that, then you pay for your college experience out of your taxes, and
This
you don't.
isn't sustainable.
Come on, what? What do we
Our
do?
our society is not sustainable anymore, and it's not even competitive. It's not competitive. It's getting to a place where it's almost getting to a place where you know how we got the Democrats and the Republicans. Well, the Republicans done went their way, and I'm not gonna talk about them. But
Oh,
it's just like with the Democrats, we got the progressives, and the progressives can't quite tip things. You know what I'm saying? But it's getting to a point where it's just like I'm looking and I'm just like the progressives might have some wiggle room in the next couple years
and this
because we need all of the things that they talking about because right now it's like we talking about healthcare, we talking about it's just like I mean it's getting to a point where if the majority of Americans can't afford to live, you gonna have to do something.
this is where, and then this is where I wanted to emphasize on them, and it's circling back around to the basically the whole topic. This is the season. This is the age of the this is the best time you can say forget it because you have that gap in that wiggle room right now where you ain't been working for like 2 or 3 years because you had COVID and you had relief and your job laid you off because of COVID and you guys were out of work and you've been at home in the house for about a minute.
Yep.
So many jobs that are online, work from home. Um, you can get certificates from Google on how to do this and learn how to teach yourself on Google how to do that and start your own business.
Yes.
Go into working for yourself and make your own money and build for yourself and you can start this so easily. A lot of this stuff is on
Yeah.
YouTube. A lot of this stuff is online. You can learn this stuff. And we're coming to this age where, you know, you can be working at McDonald's as a fry manager with a bachelor's degree making almost $17 an hour. McDonald's is hiring $17 an hour. What bonus? Taco Bell, $18 an hour. I remember that being almost like what 40,000 a year. That salary was insane to be thinking like that's the average salary.
Mm-hmm.
The cost of living has gone up dramatically and it's insane. And so this is a time now for people to get into it and say, hey, I want to go into business for myself.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
and not just go in business, find something you're passionate about. Don't just do anything.
yeah, I'm not saying just don't do anything. Now, yeah, find something that's gonna make you happy. Do what's gonna make you happy. I was telling somebody the other day, a lot of entrepreneurs don't say this, and they need to say this a lot more. When you're doing your own business and you're going into entrepreneurship, tell people all the time, man. There'll be some droughts. There'll be some days where you'll never get any funding. There'll be some days where you'll never make any sales. There'll probably be 2 months or so you make never any sales. I talk to people now that that have been having struggles making sales and making ends meet, and they would have to go DoorDash or Amazon Flex, and
Right.
wrong with it. You do what you have to do by any means necessary. As long as you hungry for it, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But there'll be some days, but as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't give in, as long as you remember that the goal is already coming, the blessings are already on the way, you have just got to stick through it, keep your head down low, and just keep pushing forward. That it's going to be working out for your good. God has already intended that everything that He's claimed that was yours, He's put your name on it. It is coming to pass in this season. All you have to do is make ready for it.
Yep.
It's on the way.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. You know what I'm saying? It is. And like,